We found this video by random. I don't really know why the hell I'm even putting some of these up. I briefly went over my PS3 games. Yeah, I missed some. I excluded some, which I'll include later, because I can make a video about each individual game. I excluded Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto 4, and Metal Gear Solid 4, which I have over here. And I have Street Fighter 4. I had Super Street Fighter 4. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4. They're over on the shelf. I'm just too lazy to get up and get them. But we're going to talk about the Dreamcast right now. The best console ahead of its time. It died off like the dinosaur, but I had a bunch of tricks on Dreamcast. There's a lot of tricks. You could play Super Nintendo emulators. They had PlayStation 1. I don't know if they had PlayStation 1 emulators on the Dreamcast, but I know that I have an NES, Super NES. I had this Utopia boot disc. Basically, you could have an internet browser on your Dreamcast, a VCR player, so you can play, locked content, DBCB Lab. They have a lot of homebrew shit, DCDF, Dreamcast. All these are just, you boot them with those. And, I mean, it's really cool. I remember the first time I ever played online was on a Dreamcast. I played, it was Street Fighter. It was like a demo. It had a demo version on it. You could only pick Ryu or Guile, and there was just like, you had to hook the modem and shit up to the Dreamcast, and that's the first time ever, and it was the only time because that game. I only had a demo of it. Here's Resident Evil Code Veronica. This is out of all the Resident Evil games, I've never been able to beat Code Veronica. It's the only one I haven't beat. I've played 0, 1, 2, 3. I've played the shit out of 3. Resident Evil 3 is my favorite. As you can see, I got my Resident Evil Biohazard 3 I've pretty much played the shit out of that one. And 2, and 1, and 0. Dead Aim I have. I have both the Outbreak games, which I fucking love. I love Resident Evil Outbreak. I wish they had that. They have that for PS2, and that's like you could pick on all these characters, and each character has their own abilities. But it never really caught on. As you can see here, Code Veronica. I couldn't beat Alexia. I made it to the final boss. I couldn't find the Magnum. She's impossible. I don't have enough ammo to kill her. I gave my shotgun. Basically, you fight her. I think you fight her as Chris. And whatever weapons you give him, there's a part right before you fight her, you have to give the weapons to one of the characters. And I gave most of the guns to Claire, and you're supposed to give them to Chris. So I only have he has a grenade launcher. And I don't know if he has a knife. I don't think he even has a knife, so I can't kill her. She's on this platform with these tentacles, and you're a barrette in front of her, and she sends these little tentacle things on either your right or left side, and they'll attack you. And the moths. The moths are really a pain in the ass in this game. They land on your back, and they lay these eggs on your back. And they'll hatch, and there's blue orbs right there, but every time you cross through this hallway, these moths try to attack you, and you can constantly get poisoned. Special Ops, Omega Squad, Action Adventure. I don't really feel like I want to invest much time into that one. Just a generic fucking military-style Dreamcast game. Jet Grand Radio, which I have like 3 copies of this game. I had it mastered on my old memory card. I had everything. I had the dog character, but my memory card got erased. And I have some files like I had to create new ones. Sonic Adventure. Sonic Adventure is an amazing game. That's probably my favorite Sonic game besides the originals. I think they did a good job with it. You can be Super Sonic if you get all the... There's a trick. I liked the cat. There's a little mini game where you fished with him. And then that character kind of... I don't know if he appeared in the next one or... Ready to Rumble Boxing. This is PlayStation. Power Stone 2. I must have got that used. Yeah, I got it. With all the cases in the CD. This game is fucking fun. Power Stone 2 is just... I can't even describe to you how fun that game is. It's a lot of fun if you have multiple people. There's a bunch of characters. There's power-ups. I have another copy of Code Veronica. I think I have 3 or 4 copies of this game, and I've never beaten it. That's what's a pain in the ass. This one's only 1 disc, which is weird. Usually it comes in 2 discs. It must be a different version of it. Dead or Alive 2. fighting game. Women with giant tits and bunny ears. I've played it. I've beaten it. It's kind of it's funner with two people. I'd say the on the arcade is not as good. It's okay. That game's good. Web browser too. That goes with the fucking boot discs. Omicron. Who will you be after you die? This is the weirdest fucking game. David Bowie plays this, and there's this music video at the start of the game. It's in the future, and there's this weird language. And you just go around, and they drive around these weird vehicles, and you just walk around the city, and it's one of the strangest games I've played. It's fucking weird. It's a good game. It's really weird. If you invest some time in it, this game starts getting really weird. Sega Sports NBA 2K. That's the one basketball game I think I own. Carrier. If you can hear it, you're already dead. This is like Resident Evil. I like this game. It's it doesn't load that slow. Some of the load times, but it's just like way fucking weird. Like it's something about this game is funny, and if I could do a playthrough of it if I could get a mount for this camera because it's funny. Like this game's awesome. There's just like some of the voice acting is just horrible, but it's in a good way. You're on a ship, and there's these weird mutation things coming out. Like there's these plant monsters and there's these creatures that start killing everybody. One of the best RPGs for the Dreamcast. This game, it has the best instruction booklet I've ever seen in a game. Look at how thick it is. It's all colored images. You know, they got the character art. They got all this story that they're telling. There's a map of the world. It's just, they put a lot of effort in this game. One of the best RPGs I've ever played. I put it in the top 10 of best RPGs I've played because I've played quite a few. ECW, Hardcore Revolution. ECW. I have both ECW games, I believe, for fucking Dreamcast. I bought this, and where's Anarchy Rules? I don't know. I have Anarchy Rules. This is a Hardcore Revolution. I have two Dreamcast ECW. I'll look it up. I have it. This one's pretty. If you want a good wrestling game, don't get this. There's dumpster matches, and it's very, very fucking rough. Spider-Man. The game on Dreamcast. This is one of the best Spider-Man games. Actually, it probably is. I don't know. There's some good ones for Super. That's a game I fucking made up. Empire, that's a PC game. That's not in that collection. Miss Pac-Man Maze Madness was one of the most addictive games I've ever played. You can have multiple players, and it's just so much fucking fun. You just go around. Memory cards. There's nothing in it. There's another copy of Code Veronica. So there's 3. We haven't gone through the CD booklet yet. It's going to be, some of those are going to be repeats. Oh, these are the PS3 games I didn't go over. Continuum Shift and fucking Continuum Shift Extend. Where the fuck has that CD booklet? Oh shit, something came out of it. This is when you just mount the images on these discs and they make them out like this. See, I got Spawn for Dreamcast. There's another copy of Jet Grind Radio. You can back your games up. That's a non-Dreamcast game. Crazy Taxi. Which one? That's a non-Dreamcast game. Lord of the Rings. That's a non-Dreamcast game. This is the rarest game I own. This is Marvel vs. Capcom 2. It's in used condition because I played the shit out of it. I've seen it online go for about $170 to $200 for this game. And I have the original case and everything, so that's the most valuable game I have. Power Stone 2, another copy of that. Simpsons. Fire Pro Wrestling. This game is awesome. That's a great Dreamcast game. Sonic Adventure. Marvel 2 backup. What's that? Sega GT. I don't know if I've ever even tried that backup. Ed, Edd n Eddy. There's a homebrew game I tried. It's pretty good. You can play as either any of the Eds. It's like a side scroll beat 'em up. You fight the same enemy over and over though. That's the only one you can play. You fight like the same. You fight Plank. Plank attacks like a bunch of planks attacking Ed and Eddie on the street. And that's what the game is. Tokyo Extreme Racer. I don't think I've ever got that one to work. DBZ, Jet Grind Radio. Another copy of that. That's a non-Dreamcast game. Oh, here we go. Here's the actual. There's another Code Veronica. Spider-Man. Giga Wing. There's Carrier. Mobile Suit Gundam DX for Dreamcast. Code Veronica, Disc 2. So I know, okay. Cannon Spike, that's like an arcade style shooting game. It's pretty fun. You can play as Cammy from Street Fighter and BB Hood from Darkstalkers. Wild Zero. Illbled. This game's weird. I don't even know what the point of it is. You walk around this deranged fucking world. This little deranged world, and there's like a save spot, and I don't know. You go around this maze, and I've played it. I think it's a horror game, and it is. It's kind of creepy. Dynamite Cop is one of the best Dreamcast. That's one of the. You should have that in your collection, because that game is just fun for 2 players. It's only like half an hour long. Half-Life. I have that for Dreamcast, but it's a different version of it. It's a mod. Tokyo Bus Guide. This is you drive a Tokyo bus. I hit the curb and I lose. Then everything is Japanese. Air Force Delta. Street Fighter Alpha 3. Mag Force. Omicron. That game's weird. Mr. Driller. That's an arcade style game. Gunbird 2 is an arcade shooting game with anime style characters. It's difficult. If you like those type of games, I've never been really good at them. Oh shit, there's Anarchy Rules. That's Ikagura. This is this weird, it's a shooting game with black and white shapes. It's a really artistic style shooting game. I've just never been really good at it. The graphics are really good. Magical Racing, Disney Magical Racing. I hate that fucking game. Grandia 2. I must have that there for safekeeping. Yeah. Special Ops 2, Omega Squad. Simpson. There's Dead or Alive 2. Plasma Sword. I got that game to work once. And then I don't know what happened. There's Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. And then this is non-Dreamcast game. I think that's it, except I don't know where my copy of Virtua Tennis is. And there's more games in the other room. I'll do a PS1. Because I got a shitload of PS2. I have the most PS2 games out of anything. But the Dreamcast is the best system there ever was and ever will be. And I'm not going to get rid of my games for it because I still play it. As you can see, it's up there now. Yeah, that's my Dreamcast collection. I think I excluded some things. I obviously did, but I have to find them. I have to gather them because this is all I can find at this moment. Thanks for watching.